never worked longer than 8 hours a day on any record. David Bowie, Madonna, everything made, like, we get there in the morning, we were done. That's why, if you've noticed my career, you never hear 2 takes of a song. There's never like, Madonna outtake, David Bowie outtake. We play it right and move on.
Nile Rodgers grew up in New York City and early on displayed an exceptional musical talent, studying classical music before moving into jazz guitar. Nile Rodgers' contribution to popular music has been extremely significant. He's produced and collaborated with a wide variety of artists, including Diana Ross, Sister Sledge, David Bowie, Duran Duran, Daft Punk, Beyoncé, and Madonna. But it all started at age 19, when he was part of the house band for the world-famous Apollo Theater and met his Chic co-founder and bass player, Bernard Edwards.
We first met on what we call a pickup gig, right? I didn't know him, he didn't know me. A guy called us up and said, hey, we need a bass player tonight, we need a guitar player tonight. So after we finished that first gig that Bernard and I met on, he told me that I never want to do a show without you again. And I laughed and I said, that's exactly what I was going to say to you. That was the beginning of Chic. We put it together, and I have been basically in Chic ever since. Chic developed a little philosophy. We said, a song is an excuse to go to the chorus, and the chorus is an excuse to go to the breakdown. If a song is an excuse to go to the chorus, why wait? Go 1, 2, aw, freak out. Aw, freak out. Or go, da-da-da-da, we are family. We are family. Or I'm coming out, or let's dance. Our songs, boom, excuse to go to the chorus, and then at some point we're gonna go to a breakdown. And that was just our formula, because we felt that it brought a sense of intimacy into the recording. It was almost like getting undressed musically. The style of guitar playing that I've sort of incorporated into my life is called chucking. And this was taught to me by my partner, Bernard Edwards. He would play the bass where he was continuously moving in 16th notes. And that's because he started out as a guitar player who moved to the bass. He showed me this technique, and what's great about it is that you have a rhythmic bed. So there's always something going, 16 notes just going, it's always driving. And you very judiciously choose which notes you want to sound.
This song is called Good Times, and this is what Chic stands for. Everybody sing Good Times, let's go! Good times! Come on! These are the good times!
I actually mute notes with this hand and mute notes with this hand. My style is very distinctive. You can really tell that it's me playing guitar when you hear, because the sound of the silence and the sound of the notes that I want you to hear is so it's not random at all. It is very selective. New Year's Eve, 1977, wow, one of the most important nights of my life. I had received a phone call from Grace Jones. She told my partner and myself to come and meet her at Studio 54. So we kick the back door, the guy opens the door, and we say, hello, we are personal friends of Miss Grace Jones. And the guy looks at us and slams the door in our faces and goes, "Oh, fuck off." Fortunately, my apartment was just 1 block away from the back door of Studio 54. For some reason, the only thing that we could key off of is this guy slamming the door in our faces going, "Oh, fuck off." So I pick up my guitar and I started going, "Oh, fuck off. Don't fuck Studio 54." I said, "Bernard, we can't get fuck off on the radio." This was 2 years before hip hop. So I went into a whole hippie frame of mind and went, when you like do a trip, man, and you freak out, like, why don't we call it like freak out? Had that guy not said, "Oh, fuck off," we would have never wrote that song. And what was really great, by not getting into Studio 54 that night, by not meeting Grace Jones that night, we always say to ourselves, by not getting what we wanted, we got more than we could have ever imagined.
Like the legend of the phoenix, all ends with beginnings.
The 2024 Polar Music Prize is awarded to Nile Rodgers from the USA. Dance music has been played for thousands of years. However, there are few in history, if any, who have composed dance music as sophisticated and subtly arranged as Nile Rodgers. It's fitting that his group was named Chic. Elegance is part of his musical hallmark. As a composer, producer, and guitarist, Nile Rodgers turned disco and funk into an art form. His chop chord style of guitar playing, which he calls chucking, creates a hypnotic swing that has kept millions grooving on the dance floor. The songs created by Nile Rodgers for Chic, Sister Sledge, Diana Ross, David Bowie, Madonna, Daft Punk, Beyoncé, and so many more are so well crafted that they'll outlive us all.
Hi, this is Nile Rodgers, and I'm so looking forward to coming to Stockholm to receive this amazing award.